Say it in common. Say it in common.
Okay, you're listening to Say It in Common, where we talk about it all, not just Dungeons and Dragons. I'm AJ Cannon.
Seth Templin.
Tyrel Merle.
Man, like we've never been gone.
No, even though
It's been a while.
It's been a long time. And I think this is episode 31. That's what we're going to say.
And that's so weird because we're so far behind on the Say It in Commons for the the games.
We've done multiple Say It in Commons for like 2 episodes. But
it messes with my OCD.
We're not shy on content. I've got the Calling All Heroes done. I just haven't uploaded it yet. Yeah. So that's something.
Are we doing an audio version of that and a video?
I have the audio. I can do that if we want to do that. It'd be
interesting to listen to.
It would be super easy to just upload.
Just a battle.
Yeah. So what we did, Dustin DM'd it. We created level 20 characters and fought a Tarrasque. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on YouTube. So check out our YouTube channel.
I hate that we're even posting it because it's just like the 5th edition face-offs and we made so many mistakes.
It's D&D. It's fun. Playing a game with a lot of rules.
We need to be perfect.
Anyway, so check that out. It might be out by the time you hear this on the Commoners YouTube channel. Also, you can check us out on Twitch, twitch.tv/commoners@D&D. We're streaming on Mondays and Fridays at 7 pretty consistently.
Yeah, y'all are doing awesome.
Yeah, we try. And then you can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook at the Commoners D&D. No, the Commoners Official. Also, this episode and every episode is brought to you by Tiger Skull RPG.
Tiger Skull!
Go check them out, TigerSkullRPG.com, for some awesome 5th edition content, STL files for your 3D printer, really cool stuff. And fun fact about our friend from Tiger Skull RPG, Alex, he has done like digital work for video games with Nintendo and EA, and like that's a cool thing. I was telling Seth and Tyrel that
it's just another feather in his cap.
If that was something that I had done, I would never let anybody forget about it. Like that's a pretty big deal. So he's creating some super detailed, awesome stuff, and you need to check it out at TigerSkullRPG.com and use our code Commoners30 for 30% off everything in the store. That is all caps. And
thank you, Alex.
At least go get a Tiger Skull RPG T-shirt or something. Good grief! What are you doing?
Do it already.
Do it. With that, who's bringing food?
I think Ryan is bringing Taco Bell.
Yeah. All right. I'm glad I didn't have Taco Bell for lunch because that was in the cards. Do y'all want me to pick up a massive amount of Taco Bell?
Yeah, I think he was going to order, like, if I wanted 2 chalupas and someone wanted a bean burrito, I think he was going to...
Not going to do that. Just get the taco party pack. Okay. Keeping it common, episode whatever.
AJ hated this episode. I've listened to it twice now.
Absolutely hated it. It was a bad look for the brand. I'm sorry to the listeners.
What are you talking about?
I've been waiting for the whole time to say I'm sorry. There's episodes out there that aren't very good. I think this is our worst one.
What are you talking about?
What in particular about the episode do you hate?
Shopping.
The lore.
It's just like Travis Willingham.
No, listen. The lore with Two Math, Urus story kind of coming full circle. Really good, Seth. Yeah. That Two Math thing. And
hey, I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. Cameron created Two Math, created all of the lore behind him. I just kind of fleshed it out while I was talking.
Well, that was really good.
He didn't come up with the creation story of the dwarves. I came up with that on the spot.
Okay. Well, still, that was just so perfect. I could see it. It was like Matt Mercer style when you took him in there. I love how anytime there's this encounter with the gods, they're waking up in a graveyard. They're all in this place where they're dead. Yeah. That's so good.
Yeah.
Do you realize how good that is? Did you just come up with that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they were the lost gods, the dying gods, and...
Is this graveyard symbolic, or are they literally there? It's in like another plane, or...
Kind of, yeah.
It's like a grave plane.
Yeah. My idea, just a different plane, that they all kind of... The gods inhabited this world, but now they've all been buried together, kind of, and some of them are starting to wake up and stuff.
Now, Two Math, to me, seems a lot more kind of like neutral than Tira is.
Yeah.
Or more like... I don't know. He seemed pretty laid back. He was just like, "Hey, I'm going to give you this power." And
I feel okay. That's probably my fault because, like Cameron, he wanted to play the the hex blade. He didn't know that meant you had to be evil.
Yeah.
And I knew that, so I was pushing this evil thing. And listening back to the campaign, like I was way too hard on the evil aspect of this. But I mean, DMs are allowed to.
I didn't think you were really that bad.
Listening back, knowing how Cameron felt about it, because he kind of felt like I was making him do things that he didn't want to do in character and stuff. So, like, listening back, man, I swear, I think Urist is the best person in the group. He has not done one questionable thing one time. Like, he is not.
Yeah. Well, who has really? Like, what did you notice?
No, I mean, okay, Quincy did tried to steal from Patar, and then once y'all got to, it's really funny because it's such a juxtaposition listening to y'all argue with Gillard on the way to Galeport about how you're going to handle things and like they're being too wild and stuff, and then Quincy gets a little bit wilder once he gets to Galeport, and everyone else is kind of like, Quincy, you need to chill out a little bit.
What did I do? Like,
nothing wild, I don't guess. Not like Gillard and Rask were destroying, like just being jerks to that guy or anything.
That was just like mindless, just for no reason, being really mean to the dude.
Thren trying to steal a boat.
Oh goodness, that's not good.
What is it?
Dustin's not coming. Come on, I'll die tonight.
What are we gonna do? Well, obviously you have a plan, so
okay. But yeah, listening back to that, like, so I'm just gonna kind of leave him alone now, like how and all this, and I also want to be fair to Tate. Like Tate's whole thing was he was gonna be a healer, like I've changed a lot of the story around to be like to make like I took healing away from you. As a bard, you could have healing word, which I ban healing word forever in any game. Healing word is so broken. Being 60 foot away and just being able to say get up or something, and they heal. That's
so they
dumb.
heal to 1 point or just
no? It's
stabilize?
1d4 plus something. Like it's wake up and keep fighting.
That's the first level spell, isn't it?
Yeah, it's broken. It's it might be second or third. I don't know.
Second. I think it is second. No.
No, that's like
it's first level then. It's first level.
I
think he's right. I think it's second.
Healing word?
Yeah.
So
I think it's actually
well, you'd be
second.
limited in how much you could use it then.
not much.
Especially me. Like I think I have 2 levels 2 spell slots.
Well, maybe it's first. I don't know, but it's just that 60 foot away is dumb.
I get it.
I hate that.
And I'm fine with that. Quincy wouldn't. There was no.
But
reason
I also
for him to
took
take healing magic.
I think druids just get cure wounds, so I took cure wounds away from Vistrid. And I think it fits the story. We've talked about this before. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. We've talked about it before. I think it's really cool. Tira and Buck's relationship and that being the only thing with healing. And as her name is getting out more, there's going to be more people who can do healing and stuff. That's cool. I like that as a DM. But now, Tumath technically gives him the ability to heal and stuff. And I don't love that because I've taken other things away from other players and I've had to give him some of it. Just, I don't know. It kind of feels like he's stepping on Tate's toes a little bit. And it doesn't make sense because he created Tumath and Tumath is all about forging and stuff. I don't know why he would heal, but he's wanting to be a divine soul sorcerer with a celestial warlock or something.
Smithing god.
Yeah. So that's fine. So, but he's just not going to be like, he's not needing his name publicized. And he pretty much said that at the time. He's like, I don't need you calling my name out. I can create whatever I want. So
yeah, but if he's been dead too, obviously he needed somebody to believe him.
Yeah. And Helga, she probably will maybe head back with y'all if y'all remember to take her.
Yeah.
And she might
escape. No, but
who knows how we're gonna.
She's like the Shayana of
Tumath.
Yeah. Like a one faithful follower.
Yeah.
And then some dude steps in and takes it.
And Shayana, I hate listening back to that.
Why? She was cool.
Well, a long time ago. I'll get back to that with the trivia questions that I have for you guys.
Okay. Well, anyway, I was talking about how bad this episode was. And it wasn't just the shopping. I feel like you gave us way too many magic items. I feel like you gave us everything we stood in need of, and now we're going to be like OP.
Well, I could.
And
my encounter today, I put it into an encounter thing, and it says it's deadly. If all of y'all are here and 2 of you are missing.
We've got Buck's character sheet.
I'm probably gonna have to tell someone to get Gillard's because it's deadly with all of y'all, and it's nothing. it's a nothing burger, and it's deadly. And I don't believe it. I don't think it's deadly. In my mind, y'all's gonna crush it, but the computer tells me that y'all could die.
Okay, well,
Easily. And I
know that we have an encounter.
No more just fighting a few bandits in the streets of Galeport, and just.
I mean, are you dragging us into something? I mean, or is this something that we're gonna?
I figure y'all get there. I mean, I don't know what I don't know what's gonna happen tonight, but if what I think I've asked y'all what y'all's plans are, so I think I know what's gonna happen. Who knows if y'all find what I want y'all to find? I don't know.
Okay.
I really try not to railroad y'all. But I do have to make plans for encounters based on what y'all want to do. So,
well,
see, I hate that. Dustin cares about the orphanage more than anyone, and now he won't be here. Maybe I'll throw everything away and just have to make something up about the circle. I don't know.
That's a possibility.
I'm so angry.
You're good on the fly, man. You could have not said anything, except Dustin's not going to be here, but it'll be all right, and you could have taken us somewhere else. And we'd have had no idea. But the shopping, it's not that I'm against shopping. I do like shopping, especially when it's fun, like with some role play and like some interesting NPCs and stuff. But I just felt like we were sitting there flipping through books for 20 minutes. I thought about cutting a bunch of it out, but I didn't feel like it because that's work. And I don't know. It was just a lot of we didn't know and don't know what stuff's worth, and I think you just dumped a bunch of stuff on us. Because I complained about me being weak, so you gave me like everything I could possibly use.
I gave a lot of people a lot of stuff.
I know, and I don't mind being weak for the game's sake. It's frustrating in combat. I get mad, but
no.
I mean, it's also because I roll bad, and now like the stupid ogre gauntlets. I don't want them. Like I am so against having them. I do not want to ever put those on.
Well,
but I feel like I have to because everybody made me buy them.
Why would you not?
With our money.
This is why I don't understand. I don't understand.
You don't understand why I wouldn't want those?
Yes.
Because they look ridiculous.
They don't. I looked them up. I showed you a picture last time. They don't look like we were describing them.
We're trying to walk around and not look like somebody.
I already decided before
I don't
this
wear
conversation
any armor.
right now. I already decided I was going to fix that for you. Before this conversation, it was going to come up tonight how I could fix this problem in your head and in only your head.
Okay, are you going to tell me now, or it's in the game?
It's in the game. It'll be in the game.
Okay, well, the deal is we're walking around trying to look like nobody, and Quincy is like a master of disguise, and he doesn't wear armor. Like, he looks like a nobody, and now he's going to walk around with Hulk hands on.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to know him as the Hulk hands guy. That's that Hulk hands guy.
They weren't Hulk hands. We were just joking. Let me look him up.
I don't see how they can not look like Hulk hands.
They don't. They look more...
Well, still, he doesn't wear any armor. Are these count as armor?
No.
Because they don't add to your AC, so I guess not. But at the same time, like...
They're magic.
Okay, just walk around with gauntlets on. Just put on big metal gloves. Yeah, wearing that with traveler's clothes.
Hey, you get nice shiny gauntlets.
But I thought of a funny way to fix it for you since it's such a problem.
You don't have to fix
Having a 19 strength. Oh, I hate it.
You don't have to fix it for me. And I've been dealing with my weaknesses. I think that's what makes it interesting. It's like, yeah, Quincy's a barbarian, but he's not strong, so he can't really be a barbarian. And everybody else is so strong. Like, Gillard's so good, and Rask is so good.
Rask is so great.
And
like,
Buck can do a lot of damage.
I've listened to the whole campaign back, and like listening to Rask is crazy strong. And it's funny, Kyle, he knows the rules so well sometimes and then doesn't know what he's doing other times.
Doesn't even know what a D20 looks like, but then he remembers his luck thing.
Yeah, I was going to say he remembers luck every time.
He remembers that he has a potion of fire breathing.
Yeah, he definitely remembers his items. But then he doesn't know to add 8 to his attacks instead of 5.
He used Peeky more than anyone ever. Like, he's had multiple attacks with that bird. And
he's been waiting to use that thing. I mean, since Thren got it, he's been wanting it.
It's so funny.
Anyway, if you didn't think it was a bad episode, maybe it wasn't
really
a bad
enjoyed
episode.
it.
But I just really felt like it was just
there was a lot of stuff there that gave me ideas going into the future. More trivia questions that I got even from that.
I'm glad you listened to it.
I listened to it twice.
I was actually listening to it before you started listening to it, but just real slowly, and you passed me and finished it. And I'm like...
I was doing hay.
I'm like...
All I had to do was listen to stuff.
I think Yeah, when I quit, I haven't listened to it in several days, and it was the episode where we got out of the academy. Right at the end of that episode. So that's episode 16, I think.
17, I thought. Or
16,
you did the rap on episode 17, so I guess 16 we got out probably.
Yep, Jailbreak. That's the name of the episode. Anyway, do your trivia. I think that's interesting. There's nothing to talk about in the last episode because it was trash. So
I thought I had something I was going to ask, but
this thing squeaking is going to make me so mad when I'm trying to mix this.
the other one might not be too bad. And we have those wooden chairs.
Yeah, I'll maybe use one of them.
Was there nothing I wanted to talk about?
Campaign wise, I mean, we talked
Just
about
the last game. I guess not.
Two Math, Helga. That's really the main stuff that happened.
And then y'all bought some stuff from Beatrix, who she had another name, but I can't remember. Beatrice.
Is she Evelyn?
I don't know.
She definitely is.
No, she's not Evelyn.
Is she Evelyn's sister?
No. Okay, some trivia questions for you guys. AJ told me he could answer any question.
Oh yeah, he was trying to do this
that
with me.
I have.
I was quizzing Malachi and Tyrel the other day, and Malachi knew more answers than Tyrel did.
Okay.
So true. Yeah.
How many moons does Palexia have?
2.
It's 3.
Really?
I almost said 3, and then you still threw me off. 3 moon sisters.
I
That's
remember
in
saying 2.
the opening monologue.
So in the opening monologue, I said 3 moon sisters, and then in the game one time I said 2,
Yeah.
and then another time someone's like, "So what's the sky look like?" And I was like, "There's 2 moons." Wait, no, there's 3 moons. Yeah, so I have said 3, 2, 2, and 3.
Okay.
That's 3.
So you are a bad DM.
I'm a horrible
Just
DM.
kidding.
No, we're getting more.
Okay.
Okay. What is the name of Dalinar's running boy?
Dylan. But you changed it.
It's not Dylan. It probably officially is Dylan now because we've called him Dylan a lot more than we did. But he
Trevor?
has.
No.
Close.
It has a odd
close.
name.
Think That 70s Show.
I don't know anything about it. It's
Topher.
Topher. That was the first time.
Yeah.
And then I think the second time you said, Dylan. Where's Dylan?
So now they're just twins and y'all didn't realize it. Okay. What is the older boy's name that y'all have in y'all's home?
One of them's Charlie. I think he's maybe the younger one.
I can't remember. I don't remember.
Don't tell me. One's Tommy, I think, and one's Charlie.
Okay. We never said the name Tommy. We never did. And so, like, when y'all
You
met
think
him,
his name was Tommy?
I think I told y'all, yeah, we
Is Charlie the little one?
Charlie's the little one, for
Okay,
sure.
it's
Yeah,
Tommy then.
We never named the older one, and then you're like, yeah, I think we called him Tommy.
So we named him.
We
right
named
there.
him, yeah. He never had a name.
I thought one of them said the other one's name by accident.
What race is Shayana? And why is this a problem?
A dwarf.
No, she's a human and it's a dwarf god that she was trying to worship, wasn't it?
I thought she was a dwarf trying to.
She's a halfling worshiping a human god.
That's what
and
it
then
was.
I told Buck as Tira that she should start looking into dwarf gods. But she's a halfling.
So you forgot that she was a halfling.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that far.
What race is Beatrice? I thought I called her Beatrix.
I think it was Beatrice. Almost
Okay.
positive it was Beatrice.
The way you described her, she's...
I showed y'all a picture.
Yeah, I remember. She's
but
very
I described her
strange.
before I showed y'all a picture.
Is she a gnome?
She is a gnome, and that was the first time y'all encountered her. I said she was a gnome, described her as a gnome. The next time I showed y'all a picture, and she's
Usually
a tall human.
when you talk with a voice like that, it's a gnome. So
Yeah. But no, I thought she was a human until I listened back and heard she was a gnome.
Oh, so you just thought she was a human. But is there any... Did you say anything about her being a human?
Yeah, no, I said she was a gnome, but then I showed y'all the picture of a human.
Oh, okay. Well, still, that was just because that picture was good.
But no one thinks of her as a gnome because I
did.
showed y'all that picture.
Oh, well, I still picked her.
Okay, that's good. Did I have some more?
These are, like, complex. So
Yeah, this is just all the problems. You already mentioned this one. How many times did you return Pitar's books
I think
to him?
3.
I think it was only 2. I think it was only 2.
The times I've listened to it, I've gone, oh, you already did that. I hate myself.
Yeah, that actually happened on Critical Role though in the first season. Vax went after they did something, and then he went to the magic cells guy. I can't think of his name. I can't think of the magic sales guy from the first campaign. Oh, whatever. He goes they're almost in a gay relationship or something, but he goes to him and they go on a date, and then the very next episode they do the exact same thing all over again, and it takes 15 minutes.
And nobody realized they had done it again?
No one noticed it.
Well, I mean, they play every week, and
I know. I think there was a break there.
I think we do pretty good.
I think there was a break
for not playing for a month.
Did
at
I
a
have
time.
any more that bothered me? This one was just fun. What is the names of the two animals that y'all started this adventure with?
Chanticleer and Della?
Yep. I thought Chanticleer would. Tyrel had no clue.
I remember Della,
Della,
but I do remember Della because I remember Thrin and Quincy was throwing a fit over the fact that if he lost Della, it would be such an ordeal.
Yeah, still don't know where she's at.
Yeah.
If Thrin was there, I would have already had him send to Roran or somebody to see if my mule made it back. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, well, nobody knows sending. So we just need to go kick down the doors and get Thrin out of there.
How many times has Buck seen Tira?
Seen her?
Yep.
One.
Seen her?
I remember he saw her one time while we were at the academy when she put the thumbprint on his head. He saw her that time.
Okay.
Well, he's actually seen her like in his dreams, visions, whatever you want to call it, too, as well. That's
what I'm talking about. In
Just
his dreams, how many times has he seen her?
Does he see her every time he goes into the dream? I don't think he does. I think he's only seen her this one time.
He saw her he might have saw her episode 1 or something.
Did he see her in like the session 0 when he got knocked in the head?
Maybe. I think he saw her another time because I described her as like she's motherly, not attractive, like the way I described it. But then later I asked, "Now, have you ever seen Tira?" He said, "No, I've never seen Tira." I was like, yeah, "Okay," and then described her all over, probably completely different, but yeah.
Okay.
He's seen her twice.
Just twice.
You were saying how you like that they always dig themselves out of the dirt. He didn't dig himself out of the dirt like the first 2 times that he went there. He just appeared in the graveyard, and then I started adding the digging thing.
Is that like this? He's on a different level now, so that's a different thing.
No.
Or it's just you wanted to do it.
I think I just decided to add.
It's way better. It's
Yeah,
really
it's way
good.
better. Let's see. I had some questions for y'all, kind of, but
Like character questions.
yeah, it's funny. Y'all all were so mad at Solaris immediately, and I don't know if I ever
For not
asked
fighting
you.
the giant.
Yeah, for not fighting the giant.
Yeah. I think Thrin's thing was it wasn't so much mad at him, he was just very disappointed.
Fucking Quincy thought he was in league with Hornbeam.
I'm sure
I
Buck
don't know
started
how many
that.
times we called it the Hornbeam Forest.
Yeah, I notice it every time. I just don't say anything. One thing you'll notice is Quincy is very on board with anything Buck says. So a lot of times, if you think it's Quincy and Buck were doing this, it's because Buck did it.
That's just part of Quincy, huh? Mm-hmm. Are you getting away from that? Because there's been some pushback lately about like how everyone else is.
I mean, Quincy, there's things that he's getting fed up with about everybody, and I mean that's just part of running with the crew. You know, your own opinions and desires and thoughts and the way your group should go. Like those decisions start to get bigger, so everybody the tension's more.
Here's another trivia question. There's another character in the game that has done healing magic, and I've made such a big point about not letting players do it. Who is the other character in the game that has done healing magic multiple times?
Healing magic.
Healing magic, like cure wounds.
I know who it is.
Is it... What's it?
Bryce is who it is.
Bryce. Okay. I was going to say...
His wizard book was all cleric spells.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did his Zone of Truth. What did he do? Like cure wounds or anything like that?
Well, when y'all did y'all's little battle against Dexter and the other block, anytime that someone would knock out, he would he would heal them so that they would be stabilized and stuff.
Is there something to that?
Dustin made him a
And wasn't.
thaumaturge wizard or whatever it's called.
And he wasn't thinking about the fact that there's not healing.
I don't
magic?
know. We at that point we hadn't started cleric.
Or could you? Would that be a place where you could use healing magic as a
Probably
wizard?
not. No, probably not.
Because you're not getting the power from a god.
Right. Well, maybe, but
Or maybe those spells are reserved for people that are high
at
up.
the time,
in
I think
kings.
that Tate was still working on his level 5 fighter because he got all the way to level 5 before he switched to cleric.
Yeah.
So I think at the time he was still doing cleric stuff because when he got the mark, that's when he took his first thing of cleric. So yeah, he had not gotten the ability to heal.
Well, I mean, it would be.
So we didn't think anything of it.
It would be interesting if, like, people that are like high-ranking black cloaks or wardens or like the dukes or whatever, if they had some way of getting healing magic, like if the king had reserved that somehow.
He is at my grandma's preamble.
One thing I was going to say, like from a lore perspective, like what if like you said Drax has pretty much replaced the gods, right? I mean,
He
his
quit the worship of all the gods and stuff.
yeah, but then they kind of started their own like church and whatnot for him.
Actually, yeah, I never explain that away, and I don't mind to. That's just an experiment that Bathory is kind of putting forth.
Okay, so that's
not nationwide
So
or
that's
anything.
just
She
in
just
Delta.
decided to try, like, hey, let's reintroduce some religion and see how
Make it about the king.
and make it about the king and make it about the 3 dukes and the 2 dukes and the duchess.
So it wouldn't stand to reason that there was like a way that the king had somehow created healing magic for himself to use or for his people to use. Oh, okay. Could have done that. Would have been interesting.
Kyle, I've just listened to the entire campaign, not like just, but like over the past month, I've listened to the whole campaign, and you have been here since episode 3.
Yep.
You practically started with
He's an
us.
OG.
OG, dude.
Yeah, y'all never called Vistard new guy, never once.
We're past
y'all
that
kind
now.
of called him new guy a couple times, but y'all never called Vistard new guy.
We're past that now. We're too mature for that.
Yeah.
There's new guys all the time.
But Kyle, you got so good at the game. Sometimes you didn't know what a D6 was, though.
Okay, yeah, we're kind of back to that. So, it's been long enough. It's been long enough. I'm still hyped,
I mean,
But
you still.
you just got super into the role play and stuff. Like, you just want to cause trouble for everybody now, and I think that's so funny.
Hey, if you attack something tonight, don't forget you're adding 8, not 5.
all right, bet. Buck. I'm going to hit Buck with an 8.
He's not going to be
Buck's not even
There's
gonna be
actually issues with you two, and no one remembered that last game. Like, Buck.
They kind of apologized at the end of it. Remember, we were back in Corvus's house, and Buck said something like, "Rask, are we all good?" or something. He said,
No, the last thing I thought that was said was, we need to talk.
"No, it was after the."
Oh, yeah, he asked to talk. And then
He's like, can we talk later? And you're like, ah.
Yeah, but then they kind of said like, "Yeah, I love you, man."
That was
or
2
whatever.
games ago. and
That
the
was
last game,
after
we just
the.
did the shopping thing.
Yeah, that was after the Dewberry. Like right as soon as we got back, and they kind of like
Yeah, he said-
squashed the beef a little bit.
Yeah,
So-
but they said they wanted to talk
Yeah.
or something. And now Tate's not going to be here. Dustin's not going to be here.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, you're not.
yeah, this is gonna be.
Okay, but this is perfect. Kyle almost had to quit playing because him and his wife are going to get pretty good jobs. Like, it would have been cool for them. Like,
I mean, yeah, it would have been cool. It would have been a lot less money.
3 12-hour days, right? But it would have been Friday from 6 to 6 p.m.
Yeah.
to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And so Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Graveyard
been making
shifts.
really good money and working right next to each other, and then had the rest of the week off together. Would have been cool, but that would have meant that he couldn't have played D&D with us.
Yeah, pretty
So
upsetting.
this was going to be his last game, we thought. But she got lucky, or got blessed with a raise at her job, so she's staying there, and Kyle gets to say what he's doing. So I was going to write him out tonight. He was just going to happen upon a deck of many things at some point, and just like it was going to,
So
everyone was
exciting.
going to think it was just trash or something. And then at the very end of the game, before we all say goodbye, he's going to just be like, "Hey, I want to pull out this deck of cards. Oh man, it's so pretty. I wish I could show this to Gillard, or not Gillard, Dalinar." And then he was just going to poof because it would have been the wish spell, and he would have just had the deck of many things and gone back all the
That
way.
would have been
to-
so
It would have been
nasty.
so funny. Everyone would have been so mad because he had the deck of many things, and like,
That would have been great.
yeah. But luckily that doesn't
Super glad it didn't happen. I was pretty upset about D&D. Like, we were so hyped for that job. We were so hyped for days. And then, I can't remember what happened. I think Brianna was like, what about D&D? And I was like, oh my God, no. It was like heartbreaking. So
Yeah, it was heartbreaking for me too. I was distraught. Seth texted me. He was like, "We might be losing Kyle," and I immediately called him. He was on a
He
tractor.
actually said, what? And then immediately called me.
Yeah, it's like, well, this can't stand. And I was working, and he was on a tractor, and I couldn't even understand what he was saying. And it's like, this is so upsetting.
yeah, dude, I was definitely upset. I was even more upset because we had just finished watching Stranger Things, and got so like I realized how hype it really is to play D&D because I have scored the last score in sports, and it was awesome, but it was nothing like finishing blows in D&D.
Of them showing, I'm drawing a map for tonight, and then I had to do this. We've got to find another place. We can't do it here. Because this is going to be what it's always like.
It's okay.
What, you spend 6 hours on cleaning and you destroying it?
We haven't destroyed anything.
We're not going to destroy it, Cynthia. We're going to leave it cleaner than it was when we got here, even though that would be impossible because it's impeccable.
Yeah.
We took our shoes off.
I didn't get the memo.
Yeah, look.
Didn't see the huge towel out the door.
Your own sister? Oh no, I didn't either. Hey, love.
Yours aren't on.
But yeah, that Stranger Things scene where they've got the championship basketball team, or in the championship going up, and like one of the losers is on the bench all the time, but he gets a chance to like shoot the last goal. And at the exact same time, these kids are fighting the big bad evil guy in their like long-term campaign, and it's just going from awesome shot to awesome, like them rolling a dice, and it's just as dramatic as the basketball rolling around the rim and stuff. And like it goes in, and they crit, and everyone shouts, and it's like you get the
it's
same
so
hype from Dungeons and Dragons as you do that championship game
yeah.
moment. Like it's really true.
So exciting.
It was such a good scene.
That kind of segues. I got a little thing I want to talk about, and it's kind of. I don't know. Are we done talking about the campaign? Which this still ties in. Like, I mean, it's about D&D kind of. But, like, I was talking with some other friends about, I said, they were asking me questions about D&D and stuff. Actually, somebody told me, like, man, I don't know anything about what y'all are doing. He said, but I respect how much content y'all put out and, like, that y'all are really trying to do it. I was like, oh, well, yeah, I appreciate that. And then they were asking me some questions about D&D and stuff. And, I was like, I said, I get along with so many different, like, groups of people. Hey, it's all right. Don't cry.
That's what abandonment sounds like.
Oh, it's because Mom left. But, I have been close friends with people in so many different types of groups. I mean, sports teams. I played sports in school, and then I had other friends that like were kind of nerds at school, and then I've got y'all that are kind of nerds, and people that I fish with, and just all these different groups of people. And I was like, I think everybody is kind of a nerd in some way. You're nerdy about something, and it's like a nerdy thing. I'm not talking about like, oh, well, he's really into cars. It's like if you ask somebody like, are you into like anything nerdy? Like, no, I'm not a nerd. Well, like, did you read the Harry Potter books? Oh yeah, I love Harry Potter. Or, do you like Lord of the Rings? Yeah. Oh, I mean, I play Fortnite. Like everybody has like a kind of a nerd thing, and we were all riding in a vehicle, and I was talking to each person, and they were kind of like, no, I don't think so. I was like, and we found something kind of about everybody, and they were like, yeah, I guess you're kind of right. I was like, because I was saying everybody I play with, I don't feel like I'm near as nerdy as y'all, because y'all just know way more about stuff than I do. Like comics and anime and movies, and like Seth knows all these directors, and you just know a lot of stuff about this stuff. And I'm just kind of like, I feel like I'm just here sometimes. Like I like to play the game, and I like to hear y'all talk about stuff, but I don't have a lot to offer when it comes to like authors, and I mean y'all just talk about stuff that I don't know anything about. But I still like.
We couldn't have a conversation with you about mixing a podcast, creating music from scratch,
right? Right. But like I feel like I'm enough of a nerd that I enjoy like doing this and being here with y'all and hearing y'all talk about stuff. But yeah, I guess it's kind of for different reasons. I mean, like, but I think everybody's a little bit nerdy. I think, and that was one of the things we talked about. Y'all were talking about Stranger Things, and that was somebody just said, hey, I just finished Stranger Things. Have y'all ever watched that? And somebody else had. And they were like, oh, that's a great show. I said, that's the nerdiest thing ever. Like
Super D&D.
It's got D&D in it. And they were like, yeah, you're right. So I just kind of thought that was cool. Like everybody's a nerd.
Yeah. Super cool. And everyone can be nerdy about something. You can be nerdy about cars. Like
right, yeah. But as far as like the actual like the nerd stuff, fantasy, gaming, like some movies, comics.
It's 2022. If you're not
books.
like that, you're weird.
I agree.
That's just how it is.
It's
Anyway,
part of the zeitgeist.
that was just my interjection there. So
Nerdism really has though, like it's
a little more
it used
popular.
It's a lot more popular. It used to be like,
You say nerdism?
yeah, it used to be bad. Like if you weren't the jock, if you weren't
Right.
in a sport, if you weren't like, yeah, you were an outcast.
I've always kind of
It is so like people love nerdy things now.
Yeah, I mean, I've always kind of crossed over. Like, I was friends with the jocks at school, but
I'll say
then,
even
like,
before, like even probably further back than our time, though. Like,
Yeah, right. Yeah, I agree.
D&D used to be of the devil.
Yeah.
Because you were kind of the same as me. Like you
I
were
was friends with
friends with yeah, right. So, I mean, that's kind of cool.
You know what though? Like y'all, the youth group is what before the youth group and before your sister. Actually, I was just friends with nerds. Like Derek and Tate was iffy, but he sat with the jocks and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Like I knew them and I could laugh with them in class and stuff, but I wasn't hanging out with them.
Right.
And then when I joined the youth group, that's when I kind of
Broadened
broadened
horizons.
everybody and could be friends with everybody and
Yeah.
hang out with anybody at any point. And I've never stopped now. Like I literally can hang out with anyone,
Yeah.
anything, doing anything.
Man, it's kind of off whatever we were just talking about, but I seen in the messages you guys were talking about Pathfinder. Dude, I randomly seen that game the other day and bought it. And I tried it out and it's absolutely magnificent.
Wait a minute. What do you like? You bought the?
On the computer?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a Pathfinder's actually just is D&D.
Yeah, I figured that out. It's fantastic.
Well, it's actually I've got a book. Like you can play it at a table just like D&D. They just made a video game of Pathfinder. Just like they have multiple Dungeons and Dragons games like that too. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I had no
One of
idea.
those free.
Mine was $50.
Is it called Pathfinder?
Huh?
Is it just on PC? Get it off of Steam or what?
Yeah. I'd never seen it before though, so I checked it out.
Yeah,
It looks
it's like
just like
WoW
D&D.
kind of, right?
No, it's just like D&D. I mean, it's second person, I guess, and
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Is it like World of Warcraft, like looking kind
No,
of?
that's third person. Second person, like,
Yeah, we can't do this here.
They're trying to run us out. Where else can we play?
I was gonna say we could do it at my house,
It'd probably be the same problems.
but like, where I don't know where you park. You know, I mean, your parents kind of do own them, so I guess it wouldn't really matter.
Yeah, but they'd get nasty calls.
Yeah.
There's got to be something.
My dad said we could go to his house. He's got a big old garage thing that we could clear out of space and start playing in there. But I mean, the acoustics would be horrible, I figure.
Well, it can't be worse than this.
Is there an echo?
Yeah.
I don't hear an echo.
I mean, you could make Maverick's room into the D&D room.
But then we tight and cramped. I don't know.
Well, still,
That one place was perfect.
It was the best thing that ever happened to us. Really.
So what happened? What happened to that?
They just decided to sell it as a condo. They're gonna.
yeah, we didn't even say we're in Seth's house right
Yeah, we're back to the old homestead.
now. We're in a little bit different position because the house has been remodeled. But we're in the new living room and not too far from the old living room.
Which is now the dining room.
Oh wait, you have a whole extra bedroom.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty in there right now. But there's a bed in there. Like, if the bed wasn't there, we could play in there. But there's a bed in there. I don't know.
Man,
I mean,
Yeah, that place was perfect.
we could probably play in my band's studio, but we'd probably have to move stuff every time, and we would have to like bring chairs.
Yeah. The place was perfect. Is it picking that up right now?
Oh, absolutely.
Cool.
But not as much as you'd think.
She told me she's going to Mountain View. I don't know why.
change your mind, I guess.
Well, we're not playing D&D yet. She probably thought Taco Bell is out of lettuce, tomatoes, and pretty much everything but meat and cheese. Still want them or not? Meat and cheese tacos?
That's fine by me.
Who's getting food tonight?
Ryan
Ryan is getting Taco Bell for us. Or we could just order some Tarrasque pizzas, and he could pick up on the way or something.
I'm telling him to demand a discount. Or do you want me to just tell him no?
It's up to y'all. Question. Well, I mean, it sounds like he's already there. It doesn't matter. Most people don't like the lettuce and tomato. Do they even come on the party pack? I thought it was just maybe some lettuce. Wait, there's meat and cheese? That's
Yeah.
fine by me. I don't care.
That's fine.
So we're just waiting on Ryan and Cameron, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a strange crew. I don't know what we're going to do.
Does Brianna want to play?
Good luck.
She doesn't want to play?
I doubt she will.
Brianna! You want to play D&D tonight? Okay. Y'all going to Mountain View, right? Y'all should go to Mountain View.
Hey, you go to Heber. Clean the house.
Oh, cool.
Good. On the podcast.
It's not what we want.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah.
You got anything to cop or cancel?
I forgot what that is.
I have a redemption cancel, and I would like to cop PlayStation Plus back.
Okay. You were complaining about their...
I basically, everything that I said was wrong with it,
Yeah.
they did. So I have nothing bad to say about PlayStation Plus anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, their PlayStation Plus thing.
And we were afraid of like what it was going to cost. It cost me hardly anything to upgrade it because I'd already paid for the year. And Classics catalog.
I didn't care.
Bunch of
I didn't
games.
care anything about the Classics catalog, actually.
Are you serious?
I don't know.
Ape Escape?
No,
Toy
wait.
Story 2?
Toy Story 2 was the only one that caught my mind. I was like, why is that on
Did you
here?
never? Yeah, exactly. Well, that was one of
I never
me
had
and
a
my
PS1.
sister's favorite
I never
games.
had a PS1. So.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Ape Escape, man. You'd like it.
Okay.
You would like Ape Escape. I'm dead serious. You should
I
download
don't know.
Ape
Sly
Escape.
Cooper should have been on there.
It probably will be, I think. I think it will be. They're still adding stuff to it from what I can tell. Like every time I look at it, I see new stuff. So, but I've been playing the crap out of games out of the PS4 catalog. I asked the other day if anybody played Mafia, and nobody texted back.
I've never played it.
It looks good. I've never played it. It reminds
So
me of
good.
L.A. Noire.
Yep, exactly. But it's not Rockstar Games. But it's so much like it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff like it. And
Now, is that they just redid that like a few years ago. So it's the good version, I'm assuming. It's not the old version.
did they redo it?
Yeah, they remastered it. Like,
Okay, there's 3 games.
Yeah. I'm
Did
talking
they
Mafia
remaster
1.
all 3 or just Mafia 1?
I think just Mafia 1.
Because I noticed, like, it's not like a current game where there's all kinds of side quests and crap like that, which I actually like. It's just like one story thing to the next. You play a
But it
chapter and
looks
play a
super
chapter.
good.
It looks great.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's very story driven. There's a lot of, like, the combat in it's super tough. Like, it's third person and it's just kind of clunky. I don't really like it that much. But the story is so good and, like, the missions are so... Like, there's so much variety. One mission you're driving, another like you're racing cars, and another one you've got to go like rough some people up, and it makes you feel a lot because no, it does, because like you start out, you're just a taxi driver, and you accidentally run into these dudes that are running away from some people trying to kill them, and you like drive them back to their headquarters or whatever.
Start as a commoner?
You start as a commoner, and they're just like, hey, if you ever need anything or whatever, well, the Don will be on your side. And then some dudes beat you up, and you're like, oh, you want to get back at them because they tore your taxi cab up. So you go to the Don, and he's like, oh, yeah, absolutely, go. He gives you some baseball bats, so just go. He knew where those people, they were from a rival gang. He said, yeah, go beat them up. And you go and, like, torch a bunch of cars. And then they're like, we can get you some more jobs and stuff, and you just kind of get in. And, usually, yeah, exactly. Well, like these mafia families, a lot of times they, like, do good things for their neighborhood, like with the money that they make and stuff. But it's still super, like, they do terrible things too, but it's like they kind of get back to the community and stuff. So you kind of start out, it's like, yeah, I'm doing good stuff for the community, and then you like get in a bad situation where you're taking protection money from somebody and they start shooting, and it's like now you've killed people and stole a big bag of money. It's like, well, now you can't get out. So that's kind of how it. Like you're doing just little things here and there, driving around, and then all of a sudden one day it just goes wrong.
Oh, I've gone too far.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like what the point in the story where he was like, at that point, I knew something had changed. It's kind of how the chapter ends. Such a good game. And I don't know how far I am
free, so I
into
can try
it.
it sometime.
Exactly. And I'll probably play the other ones. But it's like, I mean, it's a little bit rough. It's a little brutal. But
Ghost of Tsushima is free on there, and I played it.
I started playing it, but I didn't finish it.
Yeah, I'm not either yet.
It didn't get me super interested, but I really like the combat. Combat's like kind of reminds me of
Kind of
Spider-Man.
skilly, yeah, more skill than just button
Right,
mashing.
yeah, but it's also a little bit. You can just kind of spam a little bit. But yeah,
But everything's free. Like, so many awesome games are
Yeah.
free. It's cool. I say free, I guess you're paying, but I mean, you need to be paying.
you're not
anyway.
paying
Not much.
$60 a game or whatever, or even like you. I mean, you can get them cheaper, or you can get them for free, and you could pay $15 for them at Walmart or GameStop or whatever. You playing anything else on there? I guess this is on
I
the
don't
console.
play video
now.
games hardly ever. Like,
Really?
No. Cynthia hates me playing video games.
So sad.
Yeah.
Sad.
I love being.
Sad.
No, I do love being married.
Yeah.
But like Kyle's wife plays video games with him. Like they have dual computers.
Well, what
right
about
next to each other.
Overcooked? Or
She beat that game and she never played it again.
what about that other one she likes so much?
We have Maverick, so she can't just she used to play like Harvest Moon, and she
Harvest
played it
Moon.
for 18 hours straight. Like
18 straight.
I'm not joking. I'd
Yeah, that
go
was
to
the one I was
bed.
trying to get her to stream.
I'd go to bed and she would like be up at 4 a.m. still playing, and I'd be like, "What are you doing? You
What
have
are
a
you-
problem."
What even is Harvest Moon?
It's yeah, you can't explain Harvest Moon.
Is it like a farming game?
Yeah, but harder. It's you can only do so much with your energy throughout the day.
So, like
and there's
Stellaris.
also like a whole bunch of exploring, and I don't know.
Well,
Harvest Moon's free on PlayStation too.
Is it?
Yeah, it's one of the free games.
I told her she needed to stream it. Could have had an 18-hour stream. I'm telling you, if we had a female with us that even if she just like streamed or like just did her own content, it'd be huge for the brand.
Yeah. OnlyFans.
We need one. No, we need one attractive female to bite the bullet and
Play D&D with us.
wouldn't even have to play D&D.
Just stream.
Put out some nerd content to attract people to our page,
just be like a.
and then we would get like
background
ripped all the
character.
time and be like, ah, we just want more of the chicks, not y'all. But that would be okay.
Why is the door open?
Cynthia, you got anything to tell the people?
Are you super pumped that we're back in your house?
Find us somewhere to play. We don't want to be here either. Even though that's the only time I ever get invited over here, so I don't ever get to like see you or your kid.
Shots.
Just saying, like I thought we were friends. He used to be, and not anymore.
I don't know. I'll text you and ask when your next gig was. That's pretty friendly. I feel like.
This is
Are y'all
the
gonna
gig.
come?
This is the gig, and you're not okay with it.
We said we were going to your last one in Mountain View.
That was like no our fault. We got rained out.
Yeah, it
We
was
had the
raining,
Birthday
but-
party.
but
and
we
then
still
the birthday
played.
party. We had to clean up for the birthday party. And
We still played. That was a rough deal.
Was it?
We were up there, hurricane force winds, had a tarp.
I like that story.
No, it wasn't while we were playing. We were in the middle of setting up, and it starts cracking thunder, and we're like, oh my gosh. We'd already been to Walmart and bought tarps. So we just there's like a canopy that's always up there. We wrapped it in tarps and had stuff tied down, but it was like blowing in and leaking, and we had all the gear pushed to like the middle of the stage, trying to keep water out. It was a bad deal.
Anybody show up?
Yeah, they actually did. Because we played it like, I think 7. Yeah, we played at 7, and it stopped raining about like 6. So the people showed up. People in Mountain View love music.
Dude, I noticed.
They come
I
out
noticed.
for it. When we're setting up out there, like 50 people walk by. What time y'all start? We'll be here. Like, man.
Y'all need to get a trailer, I think, because I saw one band, they were on the side of the courthouse, and they had a trailer, and it seemed like a lot of people were just standing in the street watching them. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It looked maybe just because they were
More
tighter
room
back,
than the stage, you
maybe.
think?
But like it looked like it did well because they were in a different spot.
Right.
Hey, love, you think you could open that over there? Thanks.
I can't wait to edit this. I may not edit it. I may just leave everything in.
We need a sign that says recording.
Yeah. Would it matter, though?
No, they know.
Get a curtain put in right here.
Oh Lord.
ASMR?
That's the dozer. Get right next to the microphones.
Oh.
And open it. Pretend to get it.
Oh, ASMR. She said
Stand on the
ASMR.
table, Maggie?
I never noticed that.
ASMR. That's a D&D character.
Brianna, why don't you bite the bullet, become the female commoner, do some Twitch streams, and attract a bunch of creepy men to come watch your stuff?
It's like OnlyFans without all the sex.
There's a lot of girls that like play video games in a bathing suit and make a ton of money doing that.
But you wouldn't have to do it. You just have to literally talk in D&D. That's all you gotta do.
Hot tub streams are a big deal on Twitch. I think they canceled.
I mean, we need a female.
Yeah, I'll play sometime.
Okay, we
It's not this
have
one.
2 seats available tonight.
Who's not coming?
May never happen again.
Cindy?
Dustin and
Anthony.
Neither
Are
one's
not
coming.
coming?
So there was a movie I watched that I thought I wanted to talk about.
Spiderhead.
Huh?
Spiderhead?
No, that was way long ago. We've talked about Spider-Man a lot.
No, Spiderhead or whatever that.
Oh yeah, Spiderhead. It was really good. Yeah.
Spiderhead?
Spiderhead.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
I
on
watched
Netflix.
it too after you said
Oh,
it.
No, I have seen previews for that. I thought it looked really strange.
Really, really good. No, it was really good. Very clever.
Yeah, I thought it was
What is that on the bookshelf?
He has a tankard.
There's alcohol in it if you want to let Maverick
It's full
dip
of
his
ale.
fingers in. Just dip your little fingers
Full of
in
ale.
Ale.
Just
Mead.
give you some alcohol.
I would love to make meat, honestly.
That would be pretty lit.
It probably wouldn't taste good, and I'd want to throw it all away, and I'd work for months on it.
honey liquor.
You just need some juniper berries.
Well, that's mead with.
I was actually watching, for some reason, I was watching somebody distill some type of.
It's super interesting.
Yeah, I love watching how it's made stuff, and it was not rum. It was
I was practically making alcohol at one point. It was non-alcoholic, but it was only like it could have easily been alcoholic. That it wasn't kombucha. Was it kombucha? I was making kombucha.
yeah. I don't know that I ever tried it. It looked so nasty.
It was disgusting.
That stuff you were fermenting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Fermentation's very interesting.
But I can't remember if gin. It was gin I was watching, and the mixture of like stuff that they start with it includes juniper berries. Yeah. I thought that was funny.
I have a dude on my like Netflix shorts, and he just makes interesting drinks all the time, and I love watching him. Don't drink a bit anymore, and don't wish to, but like he's a mixologist and he's a professional, and it's
Very
cool.
interesting.
He does a lot of ice stuff. He makes like perfectly round ice cubes and like diamond ice cubes, and it's
Heck
just
yeah.
super cool.
I love watching a professional at work in anything.
Yeah.
Watching somebody operating heavy equipment, driving, whatever. If you're good at it, I love watching it.
Yeah.
Hey, my pantry, I have like Chex Mix bags, white cheddar puffs,
All kinds of snacks.
all kinds of snacks.
Oh, so now you want us to be here and eat your? I mean,
I just don't know if you get started there. A ton of snacks.
Yeah, we have a nice pantry now.
Okay, come look at my pantry.
We're recording.
no, we're not. We're not really. This has been a waste of time completely.
So rude. I'll be a filler.
I'll come look at your pantry.
Okay, back to. Let us just finish like 3 more things, and we'll be done.
I don't know.
Movie minute, yeah. Me and him watched. We didn't watch it together. Spiderhead was really good. Stranger Things was awesome. We did watch it all last
Is that
night.
season 2?
No, season 4.
Oh wow. It's
No
been
one
a-
died that I did. But I didn't care that he died. I would rather him die
I
than
was
see.
so upset.
But I was upset when he died. I was like, no. But I would rather him die than see.
No, I love
Need a mic.
Yeah. Why don't you sit down and have a microphone?
You want to talk about Vampire Diaries and Pretty Little Liars?
Dude, hold on. Time out.
Why don't we give
Time out.
the girls a segment, dear?
Time out. Listen.
But Seth is doing that.
We'll just
We're
leave.
gonna step away. Y'all twos come over here and sit down and have like a 15-minute conversation.
No.
I'm not even joking.
What?
Anything y'all want.
Vampire Diaries. Y'all we're about to start.
Come over here and sit down and talk for 15 minutes, y'all.
I can talk about Vampire Diaries.
Sit down.
for hours.
Sit down. Brandon,
No D&D tonight.
Come sit down. No, it's dead serious.
Dead serious.
Will y'all do it?
Y'all are gonna have a girl interruption episode right now. Oh my gosh! You just interrupt for no helpful reason.
Just don't edit our little conversation.
I can't believe y'all not supporting the brand.
Seriously.
I'm supporting the brand.
Worst wives ever.
You're interrupting the brand right now.
Listen, how long teach me how to play D&D from now until the next time y'all play?
Okay, they have to teach me how to play D&D first. Like, they have to teach me.
We have taught every person who's ever played here for the first time at the table.
You're crazy.
The first time he ever played was right here behind a microphone.
You would absolutely love this game. You are insane.
Please play with us tonight. We will make you a character in like 15 minutes.
It'll be a lot longer than that. It'll be very overwhelming, but it'll be very well worth it.
It will because you're level 9. But yeah, we'll make you a character.
I'm just gonna
need
edit
some
out
help
all
tonight.
I'm gonna edit all the funny comments, and that's all we're gonna have.
They need some help tonight because 2 people are not coming. So please
We could
play.
definitely use your help.
We all leave me honest.
How about Twinella comes back with her friend? Cynthia! Twinelda! Come on!
Dude, you guys absolutely love stealing the spotlight. You guys would love this game.
You do? Oh. He can sit here with us.
Okay. Did anyone else watch anything that they want to talk about? Gotta get through this.
I don't think I've been just playing video games.
I've been watching a lot of
I don't watch
anime.
stuff.
I downloaded the anniversary edition of Skyrim. Haven't got to play it
Of course
yet.
you did.
I don't think I mentioned on here that I watched Moon Knight, but Moon Knight's pretty good.
Moon Knight was not bad.
I also
I don't watch it
downloaded
all, but
the new DLC for Stellaris, which is the what is it called?
Have you heard about that game where like people are putting actual money into spaceships and having space wars?
dude,
and shit?
yes.
That's apparently a very old game, but it's so interesting to me.
Yeah, they-
Like actual fortunes are lost in this game.
We've talked about this on the
Yeah,
podcast.
it's
before.
so interesting.
Do you
I
like?
found it again on YouTube, and they talked about it even more in depth, and it's just like amazing.
Huh?
It's crazy.
I'm not spending money on anything.
I bought Final Fantasy VII. I think I told Seth already. The remastered version. Man, it's really cool.
I've never played a
Never played Final Fantasy.
I haven't either. Wait, I take that back. I played once at Cameron's house one time.
I think someone gave me 15, and I played it for maybe an hour. And
Are there that many of them?
yes, there's more than that.
Is 16 came out yet?
No, I don't think so. But there was two 15s. I think 15.
There was 10 and
Did you
10.5.
play that, or that one you did play, that anime Japanese thing?
Persona.
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 That's free on PlayStation.
I'm not interested in that at
Man,
all.
it's a great game.
I watched you play
You
it.
said it's a story-driven.
I
game.
know, but the
You're a story
combat
guy?
of it, it's like turn-based, isn't it? It's weird.
I love turn-based. I have a special place in my heart for turn-based games because of Fire Emblem.
Pokemon?
Fire Emblem.
What's Fire Emblem?
It was a turn-based game I played when I was a kid on GameCube.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant Pokemon Fire Edition.
No,
Hey, that was a lit game.
Skyrim, Pokemon, Sapphire. Yeah, I know that game.
Fire Emblem. No, I don't know what that is.
I do. I've played.
You actually Ike and Marsh and Roy off of Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, you remember
All the characters they're off
Yep.
of Fire Emblem.
the big explosion that I would charge up and hit you guys with.
Yeah.
That's
Those are Fire
Roy.
Emblem characters.
Okay.
There's one on the Switch called Three Houses, Fire Emblem Three Houses. I need to just give you that game because I don't play my Switch ever, but it's a fun game. It's like Harry Potter meets D&D almost.
Really?
You have houses that you are competing with, and, like trying to save the world at the same
that's
time.
super cool.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of Harry
Play
Potter,
the Switch.
that's the game I'm most excited about is the Harry Potter game.
Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy.
Can't
Ooh,
wait.
listen. One of my, if not my favorite game of all time, is Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. I don't know if I've ever talked to you guys about it.
I know what you're talking about.
I've talked to Seth about it a million times. 2 came out. I got 2.
I sent you some link.
Is that the
for
VR
one,
thing?
Didn't I?
No,
You sent me what?
A link
it's
for
a,
one.
a simulation of like a
that
huge
I
battle, and there's like all sorts
Yes,
of troops
yeah,
moving
yeah.
across and stuff. It's pretty cool.
We didn't have internet at the time, so I've actually forgot all about that. But 2 came out, and it runs completely off your graphics card. So I was running 50,000 soldiers, I think, on Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 1. And on Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2, I maxed out at 6 million soldiers.
Oh my god!
6.
How long did it take?
Oh, I didn't finish the first 3 games, and the only reason I finished the last game was because John Wick. I made 100 John Wicks and like 10 Chuck Norrises, and they took it all. They took all 6 million soldiers. It was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Not even kidding.
I mean, one John Wick could take 6 million soldiers.
Yeah, one John Wick is pretty deadly, but it's absolutely insane. It is crazy, and they're fixing to add the campaign into it. So I don't even know.
How does campaign work?
I don't know. I have no
That's
idea.
Crazy.
Dude, the lands like Mount Olympus, where Zeus and them, all the Greek gods, they put that in there, and it's like the land will fit 6 million plus soldiers. You know what I mean? It is insane.
Are you saying you literally created a John Wick? Like what?
No, the game has.
So,
a John Wick.
The game has a John Wick and a Chuck Norris.
So okay, so on Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 1, like people would go in and mod the game, and they created the Hulks, Batman.
Y'all know how y'all always were like, who would win in a fight? A silverback gorilla?
It's literally that.
Literally, like you create your own wars, and it is the most epic thing. I will drink by myself, and I will bet with myself on who is going to win these wars. And it is the most exciting thing.
You need to do that on Twitch
movie.
because people get into that on Twitch.
Why are you not streaming?
Dude, yeah, it's super sick. They haven't done the modding yet, but they have Chuck Norris is in it, John Wick's in it, Cleopatra's in it, and these are hero characters, what they call them. Then they have ancient, But
So this is like Rise of Kingdoms,
but way better because you can create any character you want. I don't know how to mod, so I can't do that, but. Eventually, whenever they get around to it, I'll be able to.
The one I sent you was like you could have a silverback gorilla with gun turrets on its shoulder. You could add the gun turrets to their body and stuff, or give them exos.
That's legit.
Kyle is just an electric factory, and he's not streaming.
You know who gets me excited about computer games?
Who?
Kyle. No one else that I talk to gets me excited about computer games. Kyle doesn't talk about the cards or the fans or anything like that, or he just talks about the funny ass playing games.
Dude, you guys are missing out on a lot. Stream, and we could do it together.
Well, no, you could just do it on Twitch, and then I could watch it.
I need a camera. Is what I need.
I bought you a camera for Christmas.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna do Twitch, I don't know how. Is that gonna work?
Yes, it's for your computer.
If it's a webcam, it works.
Yeah, I bought you a webcam for Christmas.
All you had to do is go online.
I didn't know that would do the video game.
Here's what you have to do. You have to go online and download.
I don't know how to Twitch stream.
You have to go and download OBS. It's free. It's a really good streaming platform that everybody uses.
Now, right? Since you moved to my dad's.
Yeah,
we need to go to your house and set it up.
Yeah, I can help you do it. And set up your webcam, and then all you have to do is go in OBS and capture your computer screen and your camera and superimpose them together.
Okay.
And you're there.
Okay. Because see, I thought the camera was just going to be for me. I don't know how to stream the game to it.
Because OBS just grabs it. Like you can click display capture, and it'll capture what's on your screen.
You have to be very careful what you have on your camera.
Right. And then you just you just create a scene. Basically, you build it. But that's all. That's all there is to it. But yeah, I can help you do that. And I mean, Kyle is a content machine,
dude.
People would watch you play.
I'm super excited.
Just be yourself, and people would watch it.
Well,
you would be like the most popular streamer of all time. And you would leave all of us in the dust if you wanted to.
No, I doubt that. I would like to do it together. I don't know if I could.
Some games that we could play do both of them.
I mean, I'm probably not going to play with you, but I would watch you play.
Right.
What all do you play on your PC, like game wise?
Destiny 2 is a big game that I play most of the time. Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, obviously. Normal games. Diablo. I absolutely love Diablo. I will play the crap out of some Diablo, but not Immortal. I haven't touched it since you told me that. I have not. I was fixing to uninstall it before I forgot. But I love Diablo. I just love role playing, like by myself. I love it.
I've seen people calling that
Did he take a nap?
Diablo immoral. People were calling it that.
Immoral?
Yeah. What about Diablo?
It's a phone game for Diablo, and like it's got so many microtransactions, like $50,000 that you can spend on like one perk, and people are doing it.
Who has that? Why would you do that?
The game made like $8 billion the first week that it was out.
$8 billion?
I think so.
What are people doing?
Wasting their money.
Who?
People who have money to waste, I guess.
How many people with that much money to waste are playing Diablo?
Oh, I'm sure there's probably people out there that did the same thing with Battlefront 2 when it was released.
Could you spend a lot of money on it?
Yeah, if you didn't spend like 4,000 literal in-game hours unlocking all the content, you would have to spend, I forget how much money it was to unlock everything. I'm sure people actually did.
Oh, dude.
Are y'all going somewhere now? I thought you were playing D&D.
Brianna's changed clothes 3 times since she's been here.
Dude, this is what she does.
This is the same outfit I've been in the whole entire time.
Except for the other 2
You
or 3
came out here
outfits.
in that jumper.
What are you
That's
doing?
the only thing I came out here in. That's because I got it in the mail. Kyle's
Tell her you just want to
How's
ride
it?
on
I'm
my
so confused. It seems different every time they come out of that room.
So y'all leaving now?
has changed every time.
Yeah.
I've got plenty more clothes in my
Go get her,
bag.
man. How could you run away from you?
Well, that depends on if you're going to play D&D.
So
or
that's the
not.
secret to getting them out of the house. Invite them to play D&D.
She said we gotta get out of here before they try to make me a character.
That's okay.
You don't have an excuse. I still have no idea how to play. They're gonna have to reteach me.
He's
or
the
not.
best player at the table.
Oh, thanks.
He's full crap. Quincy is the
And
best.
he used Lucky to stop someone from hurting him all 3 times. That's incredible.
No, he's not Thren. He's Corvus right now.
I
He's
wanna be
trash.
Twyla.
Huh?
I want to be Twyla.
Twyla?
Twyla and
The sister of
Twinelda.
Twinelda?
It's
You can be
Twinelda's
Twyla?
twin
Is that person
sister.
in the game?
Twinelda is. That's Cynthia's
Y'all,
character.
if y'all
She
would
played
both
that.
play and be Twinelda and her sister, it'd be the best thing
Oh,
ever.
that's what my last name is.
The Saboteur? I want to be Donovan.
Ooh, you could be a follower of the god of all the elements. That's me. Just saying, that'd be cool.
I'll take your
So
last
you gonna
name.
move the car seat?
I thought you could. Can't you move the car seat? I can totally do
No,
that.
I can. I forgot her car seat's easy.
Okay.
No, Seth will come help. Seth can come help. It's fine.
Seth's fine. He can help you.
I just
Yeah.
It's like whenever Johnny comes over and I'm like, there's a bunch of stuff for you.
No, you're not. Not anymore. It's content's like already shot. So.
I'm going to play the next time.
Okay. All right.
Really? Are you serious? Well,
I have to get me a notebook
the
and
problem
some dice.
is
No.
everybody might be here next time.
And I'll play the next time.
We've got to get a bigger box to have more microphones.
Because
We need 10 players.
No,
I
we
don't
don't.
need an excuse.
I'm not doing it. No, I can't automate it. No.
Can you imagine 10 turns? Oh, wait.
Here's the deal.
Love you.
Uh-oh, it's see.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's our go-to.
Mine broke. My case broke.
Okay, go now. Bye-bye.
I thought she was talking to Seth about something.
She was telling us don't make a mess, don't play late.
All I said was done. But yeah.
Love you. Have fun.
Next time I'm going to play, my name's going to be Twyla.
Okay, I'll believe it when I see it.
Okay.
Or I'll see it when I believe it.
First of all, we don't need any more players. It's just going to be too much crosstalk. We already talk across everything all the time, and it's incredibly hard to mix. Second of all, I could bring a different board and I could record 12 channels. The problem would be then when I mix it, I have to have 12 faders, and the current thing that I use only has 8. So I could get one that has 12, but then I'd be doing this. And it's already hard enough with 8 because I have to spread my hand out like this and move stuff up and down all at the same time. And it's very technical and takes me hours on end. And I refuse to do it for more than 8 players. 8 people.
That's fair. That's a lot of work. Appreciate it, though.
I actually was wanting to ask this because, I never have listening to the whole campaign. We joke a lot of times like, oh, we'll have to cut this out. We'll have to cut this out. None of it gets cut out.
Yeah, it does. If it's funny, I leave it in. No, you don't realize how much stuff
Maybe.
I cut.
Yeah, I've
You can hear
towards
some
the
of it.
end of this, I've started picking up your cuts, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, there was a cut. I wonder what,
I've gotten a
I
little
wonder
bit
what
more
that was
lazy
about.
with them, but you probably can't. There's a lot of them you can't hear. If the music doesn't, if it's not like a blank moment where you
usually the
hear the
music.
music change.
Yeah, it's usually the music. That
Sometimes I blend it. If I can go like from talking to talking, I can make it work to where you can't even tell. But I mean, there's episodes that I've had like 12 cuts in,
Yeah.
and I don't even hear them when I'm listening to it.
The best one was when I kind of got mad for Ryan metagaming the stakes so bad. We had a whole conversation about it. Don't know when it happened because you cut that so smooth.
Yeah, I did cut that
so
one
smooth.
It was before he even asked to go to get the steaks. I think I cut it all out.
No,
He did ask to go get the steaks.
yeah, it's in the game that he went and asked to get the stakes, and
And I just said, nobody will really notice. And I just cut it.
yeah, it was very interesting.
Man, dude. You cut out all of my outburst, all of my potty words.
Lately, we never had any beeps for like the first 20 games, and suddenly there's at least one beep a game or something now. Which I got beeped the other day. I think I said I could be a dick or something. Oop, beep.
Yeah, you said that. That's the only thing I've ever beeped you for. And then
Cameron gets beeped every once in a while.
Yeah,
Kyle, I think, gets beeped the most.
Kyle's definitely the most.
Dustin gets beeped every once in a while.
Dustin,
His is accidental. He'll
it
just
is
accidentally
funny
cuss.
to me how clean Dustin can be.
and then just be
Like,
so.
and when we're not playing, like he cusses a lot. I'm like, how do you turn that off? I
don't
couldn't
know.
do that.
He's really good. Like he does it around people's parents and stuff too. Like he's
good
never
at it.
once cussed in front of my parents. I don't think.
Wow.
But I mean,
And he never cusses on stream. As soon as we turn it off, he starts talking about something. He's cussing.
He's actually gotten better. I think in college, dude. Every other word was the F word.
Really?
It was hard to hear him talk because like he cussed so much, like nonsensical cuss.
Well, I mean, when you're like in a professional position, especially when you work with kids, you probably have to tone that down a little bit.
yeah.
Walking around the high school.
I gotta say this, dude. I think Brianna really will play D&D with us because I'll go home and make her feel bad because she's actually a dork and she's like
would
just
love to
super
play.
Yeah, absolutely, she would. And the reason she does play video games with me is because the way I got her into it is we picked a story game, and I'm a story guy all the way. I'm not really into online games as much because I like to role play really, really bad with myself. I love WoW, but I role play WoW by myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I pick every flower I see because I'm an alchemist.
Absolutely, and that's how I like to play the games because I like to pretend I'm in the game. It makes it better. But the way I did it with her was picked a story mode game, and then we played it together. We took turns, deaths, you know what I mean, and just introducing her into the story. And I know she's a dork, and I know she would love to play this. If we do have an open position ever, then we'll have a girl.
Tonight would have been a really good time.
It would have been perfect.
Yeah,
And it would have been really good if her and Cynthia would have both played, and it would have been Twinelda and her sister. That would have been so good. You could have written that in so easy. We need the return of Twinelda. She's my favorite NPC. Well, she's not an NPC.
I don't know if
she's
I
a
ever-
PC.
I wasn't here whenever Cynthia
You weren't
did
there
that.
now.
That was why she played, because you couldn't come. It was he played episode 3 and 4, and then episode 5 he couldn't come, and we were trying to get to Derry, and she tracked us off into the woods to go find her owlbears. Yeah. Such a good episode. One of my favorites still to this day.
Really?
Yeah. No, Brianna, she wants to make some content.
What kind of character would you like to play?
A super dramatic one. I don't know. super dramatic.
Bard.
I'm the bard.
Too complex.
Just kidding. I'm not even really a bard.
I don't know actually. Like, I have to be a simple power set.
Say Cynthia was a ranger. It's pretty simple.
Do you think she would want to hit stuff or do magic?
Probably magic.
'Cause you can probably make a pretty simple sorcerer or something.
Maybe.
They're not-
I'm so ready to play, guys. Like,
We're about to.
No, I mean me play in a campaign
Oh.
like this.
Well,
This is my dream to be a player of a game like this. That's what listening to this whole thing. I'm just like, man, I want to play.
How many years is it going to be before you get to play?
well, you get to whenever we finish this campaign, you get to pass the torch to whoever you want to DM it.
I don't know if I can.
I know, that's what I'm afraid of.
I don't know if I can.
Well, we can run another game that's not podcast.
No, we can't.
Well-
we can barely get together for this one.
Well, we were doing Tiger Skull there every now and then for a while. I mean,
And I know we quit that.
it's a lot easier when you're not coming to when you if you were coming to my house. We could play at my house if we were just going to play. You know what I'm
I
saying?
just heard a man's voice.
That was Ryan.
Was it 6 o'clock?
Almost.
Who would DM
I mean,
this?
I've got a lot of ideas.
It's probably like
I would love to run a campaign, but I don't know it. I don't think I know it well enough.
probably Tate or Dustin.
They would do it better than me.
Tate is so charismatic, but he's kind of like you. I don't think he knows enough of the
Doesn't know the
rules and
rules.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then Dustin's exactly the opposite on.
Yeah, this is a new house.
Yeah.
But I guess that's the end of it.
Well, it would never really happen anyway. We've just been sitting here gabbing anyway.
Sign us off just so you can maybe make some kind of a mess out of it.
Hey, thanks for listening. Check us out on Twitch, twitch.tv/CommerceDND.
Tiger Skull RPG.
Tiger Skull RPG at tigerskullrpg.com. Use our code Commerce30 for 30% off everything in the store.
Oh, that was painful.